So there's Jarek.
Howdy, I told him, don't forget me when you're rich and famous. So, anyway, he's banged up. He didn't play tonight. And Cam didn't play either, Davis. But they still pulled out a win. Big win.
That's all that matters.
I think Weber set a record for, they went on a 12.5-minute scoring drought tonight. 0 for 19. Then came roaring back. There's Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
The talent all over the place. Randy. So, I think you guys will be fine.
Keep taking those threes.
I will.
Yeah, you missed a couple of them, but you drilled the one.
We've been talking about your talent.
Your stroke was there. They just didn't fall. They're gonna fall. They're gonna fall.
2 days ago, your game, when you came down here, when the ball got loose on it, and you went and you were going to block. You were about 3 feet above the rim up there. I couldn't believe how high you got.
You did foul him. You fouled him, but like you fouled him, your hips hit his face.
So we'll see you guys, man. So, big win for Weber. They couldn't afford to go down. They win without Cam Davis. They win without Jarek. Big win for them. Great win. And so, they went on a scoring drought. Which I think is probably a Weber State record.
I think we'll see. We'll have to see if we can.
Now, you're an old Weber State School of Business major, so am I, when we were #1. And we had trouble figuring out what is 45 seconds minus, because we're just statistics. I'm a stats major. I wasn't
a stats major, but I did pass. I did pass my stats
But
classes.
you're an Alston economics major, so I know you can't do math. Anyway, I figured at 0 for 22, but I was counting also free throws. And, I mean, even post-shot clock could be a record, but then Weber came storming back.
Well, I'm not sure if it'd be a record pre-shot clock, because
4 corners in the day.
Well, yeah.
I never remember. But do you ever remember Weber State playing 4 corners?
Before the shot, no. But teams were, because Weber was kicking everybody's ass in those days.
Oh boy, with this guy.
Everybody.
Dick Motta. That shirt's real, by the way.
Well, against Neil McCarthy, you know, the team with Mattos and Bruce Collins, David Johnson, those guys. We didn't have a lot of athletes.
People slow down on them.
We didn't have the athletes that could go out and chase them like we do now.
Yeah.
And so they would go 4 corners and stall, and we were having scores of 13 to 12, 15 to 14.
Well, let's get back to this game. So they go on a huge drought. Right before the first half, they go on a nice little run. They come out second half on fire. Fuller played great. He looked like you said. Kozak played incredible the first half, even through the drought. The score chart, they come out, then it's all Cody John. Cody John, which has been a streaky player here when he's on, look out, he scored 18 in the second half. Weber goes up by 13 or 14. Here comes Idaho back, all the way back. There's a hard hammer foul at the end of the game. They don't call it. The ball's loose. They foul KJ, the freshman. So it misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Idaho's got a chance to either tie it or win it. Their 5-year player gets a line, but KJ's got a hand in his face, got a ball right on it. Misses, they get the rebound, throw up. Weber wins by 1.
Well, the thing is, though, is you look at it, okay, you missed the shot. So you say, well, why didn't Weber get the rebound? They weren't playing good defense on the rebound. Well, that ball, when it came out, because...
It was a long carom. It was a bad miss.
I mean, he forced Allen into taking the shot he did not want.
Yeah.
And so he shot that ball harder than he wanted to. The ball just took a funny bounce.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Weber didn't get the rebound. I mean, it's...
Well, and again...
And when they got the ball, they were forcing those shots up at the end, and that's why they missed them.
Again, Weber wins 69-68. Idaho's lost 2 games in the Big Sky now by a total of 3 points. So, Big Sky basketball, and people that are not coming to games, you're missing fantastic games. These games, this is Big Sky basketball. I mean, forget all the NCAA BS. Big Sky basketball is intense. All teams are good. These games are good. So we'll see you again next home game. There's Randy. God, he looks meaner every freaking year, don't he? That kind of prize fighter. He'll come on when he's talking to me and say, I'll tell you, what was it again? Like slugging rats, he says. God, he's mean.
Well, I remember one year when Neil McCarthy did end up being a prize fighter.
Oh, when he slugged the guy in Montana?
Montana fan gets in his face, and McCarthy decked him and knocked the guy out cold.
Yeah, McCarthy used to be a boxer. Yeah, he was a mean coach, tough. But speaking of coaches, this shirt's real. Who coined this term? Dick Motta.
Used to coach for the Washington
Here.
Bullets.
There's Cody. Hey, Cody.
Chicago Bulls.
18 points second half. What a second half you had. So you go off. I mean, he's a senior. Great game, Cody. So 18 points in the second half. What a game he had. And so without him, they did beat him badly.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's been a hell of a player his whole career here.
I mean, this could have been a disastrous loss for Weber if Idaho would have
big
made
time.
those one
Big
shot.
time.
But the thing is, though, is that I think this is a big win for Weber. Not that Idaho's such a great team.
No.
But they are good. They're better than people think.
Well, they played without their two best players.
But Weber, especially Hardy.
Oh, he's
I mean,
fantastic.
my friend the other day texted me after he watched the first half of the game against Eastern, and he says, "Oh, it's Derek Harding versus Eastern Washington."
Right.
But
Joe.
today, they won that game without Harding and without Cam Davis. But without Harding is the
Cam
biggest.
Davis played great 2 nights ago. He got hurt
He
right
did.
at the end. He banged his knee. He's out for a couple of weeks from understanding. He just said. And so he played fantastic, Cam Davis did.
He played well going down the stretch, although he didn't do that great in the first half. He did well in the second
He's
half.
been terrible all year, but you saw what we know what he's capable of. He started at Pittsburgh. He's a transfer over here. He's playing fantastic in the end of the game. So they won this game without Jarek Hardy.
And without Cam Davis.
And so Cody John, of course, who's played
And
great
there's
his whole
Fuller's
career.
walking off the court.
For a
Who
great
had
game.
Great game.
Great
Good job.
game. So I think he's going to be a superstar here. I really do.
Oh, Fuller?
Yes.
I agree with you.
He's a freshman. He looks better. And so, Michael Kozak, I'll tell you right now, Michael Kozak.
Good job, KJ.
So, freshman. So, I can tell you right now, and remember I told you this, Michael Kozak will be a superstar in one of the European leagues.
Oh, absolutely.
And I
don't think Kozak's the only guy on this team that's going to be a superstar in Europe.
No, me neither. I think about. And so Kozak, I'm hoping maybe Vienna, because I live so much of my life in Austria and Vienna. Hopefully he's close so I can get a watching, because I love European basketball when I'm over there. I love it. And Weber State has 13 players starting
Well, the thing is you
in
got to
Europe
remember,
right now.
Kozak is not a senior this year. A lot of people think he is, but he's not.
No.
He's only a junior.
Right.
So he'll be around one more year.
And he looks good. He's coming along. And so, all right. So let's cut it off. We'll see you next time here at the D. There's Randy.